My name is Jason Benet. Today we have a very special guest.
I wanted to be different. I wanted to be something more than just a gross out horror film.
It was required by your contract that you had to deliver nudity and violence.
Wow, that really looks gross. Like, it's real.
We were actually in the cave, so there weren't any crocodiles there. The water was freezing. We didn't actually swim in them.
You know, I was scared, but I really liked the rush of it.
I'm a huge Dario Argento fan. I would happily have a giallo night.
The Thing and The Stuff. It sounds like I'm just saying gibberish, but those are names of movies.
The horror genre always evolves into something you're not expecting.
Why are we going here if everyone's died in this house?
I was actually scared as we were running through it.
Most of these guys who play really horrible characters are such sweet guys.
Part of this ongoing cult.
Anytime there's something spooky to be seen or heard or read, I'm there.
Horror has always felt like home to me.
Benet's Bloody Bits.
Welcome to Triple B. My name is Jason Benet. Once again, I'm at the Severin Films website, and they're taking orders for a brand new box set, Exorcismo, Defying a Dictator and Raising Hell in Post-Franco Spain, 10-disc Blu-ray box set and book. Pre-order is $150. The street date is January 27th. 2026, 19 feature films on 10 disc. Under the Franco dictatorship, Spain's rigid censorship laws controlled all national entertainment. But following Franco's death in 1975, certain films began to embody a period in Spanish history when cinematic expression became political freedom. Spanish audiences considered these films, featuring graphic exploration of sex, violence, and horror, to be a cultural exorcismo. These 18 films, including landmark features directed by Eloy de la Iglesia, León Klimovsky, Javier, Aguirre, and Eugenio Martín, range from those that dare to actively subvert the oppressive regime through the post-Franco era of 70s and 80s exploitation excess. Also included in this award-winning Severin Films original documentary, Exorcismo, The Transgressive Legacy of Clasificada, narrated by Iggy Pop, in which writer, director, producer Alberto Sedano explores the history behind the notorious rating that rocked Spanish culture, changed the face of genre films, and left its mark on global cinema forever. The majority of the titles in this unprecedented collection are worldwide Blu-ray Premieres scanned in 4K from original camera negatives, curated with the 168-page book and over 21 combined hours of new and archival special features. Okay, so we have the documentary. We have The Bell from Hell, Creation of the Damned, The Devil's Exorcist, The People Who Own the Dark, Battered Flesh, Sins of a Nympho, Bloody Sex, Faces and Triangle of Lust, That House in the Outskirts and Supernatural, Poppers and After Part 2, Tied Up and Tied Up Well. Let's look at there's the box art. That's great, lurid. Definitely reminds me of the video store era, 80s. Hopefully I won't get in trouble with some of the screen grabs. Let's look at these. There's a better look at the art and what's inside. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stay away from these because they're mixing in the horror and the nudity here, so it's best just to stay away. Yep, there we go. So there we go. Once again, Severin Films is knocking it out of the park with box sets. I'll be honest, and I always try to on this channel, I haven't seen any of the films in the set. Heard of a couple of them, like Supernatural. It's absolutely a blind buy for someone like me to grab this. And that many films for $150 is a steal. But I think I'm going to wait for a discount, for a sale, 6 to 8 months down the line. Another thing is, I'm tired of falling behind on movies that I buy and they just sit there and collect dust. I hate that as a fan. I crack open everything. I don't have anything shrink wrapped, but there's some movies that I've kind of, they're starting to pile up a little bit. And I know October is a huge month for horror fans. So many physical media releases get put out that I just have to have patience and wait. Severin doesn't do the whole, 2,000-3,000 run on copies of their releases. This title is going to be there for a long time. So I don't need to worry about rushing in and grabbing it and then having the set and then it taking me a month or two to watch all these films. It's not like I'm a teenager anymore, as you can see. I just don't have the time I used to between work and family life. It's hard to sit down and watch a couple movies. And usually it's on the weekend for me. The weekdays are more chaotic and it's hard to sit down and watch something uninterrupted for 90 minutes. So I'm going to grab this eventually. It's a nice looking set. Give credit to David Gregory over at Severin Films, going after these lost films and giving them physical media releases. It's much appreciated. But what about you guys? You're going to pick up this set? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Stay scared and talk to you soon.